I promise you, it's going to get better.
You know what time it is. We've compiled a list of 6 things you should know. And first up on our list, OxyContin maker Purdue Pharma reportedly considers bankruptcy to protect from lawsuits. The Wall Street Journal reports Purdue Pharma is exploring the idea as a way to contain liability from hundreds of lawsuits alleging it fueled the nation's opioid epidemic.
1,600 municipalities have sued the company, saying its aggressive marketing of prescription painkillers helped hook the nation on opioids. Purdue has denied the allegations.
That's pretty intense. And number 2 is the latest viral challenge, and apparently cats aren't the only thing that are always landing right side up. The new viral trend is throwing your vans to see how they land.
Yeah, a Twitter user noticed her vans always landed upright when she threw them on the floor. Of course, others had to test out that hypothesis, and the hashtag Vans Challenge was born. Even Steve Van Doren of Vans got in on the fun.
Here he is throwing his shoes, and they all landed sole side down. It turns out many people came to the same conclusion, and there were some that debunked the theory. I'm trying that when I get home. Do you have Vans?
I don't, but I'm going to have to go get some down just to try that out.
Get some, get on your balcony, and then just chunk them. We got to see.
Cats don't always land on their feet
either. I think it's because the sole's probably so freaking heavy, like, right?
They got metal in there or something?
Has to be. Number 3 on our list is an error with packaging that is prompting a nationwide recall of birth control pills. The FDA says Apotex Corporation is recalling 4 lots of
Good luck with that one.
Drosphenone and ethanol estradiol.
Good enough. Sounds good.
That was so difficult.
Anyways, the affected tablets were distributed nationwide to wholesalers and distributors. According to Apotex, the packaging may contain defective blisters, missing tablets, or tablets that are arranged incorrectly. This can diminish the effectiveness of the product and lead to pregnancy.
Yes, and our number 4, the FDA has approved an antidepressant containing a chemical similar to the illegal party drug known as Special K.
Yes, Spravato is a nasal spray. It contains a substance similar to ketamine, a powerful anesthetic in Special K. It will only be used in medical offices, and patients must be monitored for 2 hours after treatment.
Other drugs for major depression have been found ineffective on at least 30% of its patients. And number 5 on our hump day list, millions of people suffer from chronic bad breath, but do you know what could be causing it?
Meredith Wood breaks down some of the common things making it worse in today's Health Minute.
Do you constantly worry that you're walking around with a bad case of morning breath? Are you always trying the sniff test on yourself? The good news is you're not alone. According to the Academy of General Dentistry, up to 80 million people suffer from halitosis, or chronic bad breath. And here are the top 10 reasons why your breath probably stinks. Number 1, you aren't brushing and flossing regularly. 2, you're eating or drinking something smelly. 3, too much sugar. Bacteria in your mouth thrives on the sweet stuff. Number 4, you're going keto. Low-carb, high-protein diets force your body into a process that's called ketosis. One way those ketones then exit your body is through your mouth. 5, you breathe through your mouth. Doing this dries out your mouth, causing even worse bad breath. 6, you use medications that dry out your mouth. Number 7, your nose is stuffed or you have allergies. These things can also lead to dry mouth. Number 8, smoking or chewing tobacco. 9, drinking alcohol, again, drying out your mouth. And number 10, you have an underlying medical condition. Sometimes bad breath can signal something more serious. If you worry that might be you, make sure to check with your doctor. For today's Health Minute, I'm Meredith Wood.
You know what the bad thing about bad breath is? That you don't really know when you have it. You just throw it in someone's face, and then they don't say anything, and then they just go and say, hey, you know who has really bad breath? Josh.
What are you saying right now?
No.
What are you saying?
I'm not talking about you. I'm just saying. That was not like a subliminal message.
Okay.
I'm
gotcha.
done. You know what? I'm done with this conversation.
Move on from this one.
And last but not least, French car maker Bugatti unveiled the world's most expensive car Tuesday at the Geneva Motor Show in Switzerland. The $17 million supercar is named simply the Black Car.
It sold a previous high-end model, the Chiron, with a price tag of more than $5.5 million. Despite the prices, luxury automakers say the niche market of supercars for the super rich is growing.
2019 is another step of evolution. Last year we had a world record of sales of 5,700. This year we're going to be, I would say, much close to 8,000 cars. So it's another step of big growth
as well.
Other supercars on display at the show included McLaren's Hypercar. It's said to be the fastest ever built with a maximum speed of 250 miles per hour. It uses a combination of a traditional and electric engine.
250. That'll get you there fast.
I mean, that'll get you to Texarkana in about
15 minutes,
15
maybe?
minutes.
Yeah, also get you thrown
Give
in
me
jail.
that car.
Get you thrown in jail if they can catch you.
And don't go anywhere. When we return, we're telling you about the biggest week for the arts.